at this time right now in Nigeria, the number of corsets they've sewn is over 1 million. Trust me, because you look left, corset, right, corset, front, back, middle, everywhere, corsets. Trust me, guys, it is an obsession at this point. In fact, if corset comes to its next life, it will not go near Nigeria, because Nigerian tailors, they've done justice to it. And in this video, I just want to show you guys the simplest way, the fastest way, and the easiest way to go about drafting a corset pattern. You guys know I'm about the easy life. I don't like stress. I don't like trouble. Soft life gang, okay? And I know you're asking, I know you'll be wondering why I'm fully glammed up coming to grace your screen. Yes, that's my baby in the background. Because of corset, I want to give the corset tutorial a very grand entrance, okay? So let's just go into the easiest and the fastest way to draft a corset pattern, because I am excited for this tutorial. We're almost on 100K, so join the family and be part of my journey. Guys, we are starting with a basic body block so that you don't get very confused, so it's very understandable. So that's my neckline, that's my shoulder slant, that's my armhole curve. This is just the basic body block. That's my chest line, okay? That's my shoulder to nipple point, that is my under bust point, and that line is the length of the blouse. We are good. Now we want to get the dart placement. So from the center, I extended my tape backwards and I marked 4 inches for my dart, okay? And I did this across the entire length of the blouse, okay? Then at the chest line, you also want to mark that point and extend your markings higher, okay? There's a reason for that, you'll find out later. Then when I was done marking the points for my dart, I went ahead to connect my points with a straight line, okay? Like I said, you want to extend your markings upwards after the chest line. So that is my dart point, okay? That point is where our dart will sit. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to insert the bustier darts. So on both sides, we're going to take 1/2 inch, which is like 0.5 inch at the under bust point, and also at the hem of the blouse, okay? So after marking 0.5 inch on both sides, both for the hem and at the under bust point, the next thing I did was I connected the under bust point to the hem of the blouse with a straight line, as you guys can see. Now we want to connect the under bust point to the nipple point with triangular line. You guys know the drill when it comes to drafting bustier, so that is what I'm doing here. But if you don't know, this is how to draft a bustier. So now that the bustier dart is ready, the next thing I did was from my nipple point, I took the measurement to my under bust point. Now what I want to do is make some markings, sort of to give me an outline for the curve of my cup, okay? So I just extended it a few inches away from the dart point, and I marked, you know, the measurement of my nipple to under bust point. So this is the little outline I did. It kind of help us to draft the cup. Now from the center, I marked my bust. You guys know that we are working with a pattern, so it's 1/4 of the circumference of your bust. So that is my bust point, okay? Now I'm going to go in by 1 inch. Do you understand me? I'm going to go in by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch point, I went down by 1/2 inch. Just look at what I'm doing, don't get confused, it's very easy. So now I'm just going to connect that with a straight line. Then from that 0.5 inch, that's 1/2 inch point, I just drew a straight line. You can see. Now at this point, I'm also going to go down by 1/2 inch. I connect that with a straight line. Then from the middle, I'm also going to go in by 1/2 inch. The 1/2 inch is plenty, I know. Just look at what I'm doing. Now I've connected both parts, you know, with lines. I sort of have like a square there. Now from the top, I extended my tape by 1.5 inch, okay? How did they do it? Yeah, 1.5 inch. I wanted to give it one classic name. Now you want to make sure the width of the line you're drawing there, it's about 1 inch in width, okay? want to make sure it's about 1 inch width. That point where the 1.5 inch is, you want to make sure the width of the line there is 1.5 inch. This will help the cup form better, you know. So after that, I just went ahead to draw the top part of the cup of this corset. Okay, I had a hash line there, so I had to, you know, use freehand to, you know, curve it in. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I drew the bottom part of my cup. Very simple, guys, very simple, very easy, very straightforward. Drafting a corset is very simple. Okay, so this is what we have here. This is what it looks like. Now, because this corset is sort of a 2-piece corset, it's not a 3-piece corset, we want to work on the top part of the cup. Okay, now at those points, at that point, I'm going to go down by 2 inches, and at that point I'm going to go down for the middle. I'm going to go down by 2.5 inches. For the side, I'm going to go down by 2 inches. So basically both sides will go down by 2 inches. For the center, will go down by 2.5 inches. So after marking those points, the next thing I went ahead to do was I used my French curve to connect my markings together. You can see that the top part of this cup is ready. Very simple and very easy and very straightforward. Okay, now from the center, I'm going to mark my waist measurement. I'm going to mark my under bust measurement. That's circumference of my waist, circumference of my under bust. I've already marked my bust point at the top. Now before I connect it, you guys know that that point we are going to cut it out, so we have to that point that we're going to cut out, we have to add it back to the pattern. So I'm adding back 1 inch. You know, the width there is 1 inch, so I'm adding that back to the under bust point and to the waist point. So after I've added that back, I just went ahead to draw a straight line, sort of to get like the working piece, the main working piece for my corset. Okay, now after that, I went ahead to add 1 inch seam allowance, sewing allowance to the sides. Sort of, I don't like to add half an inch, because sometimes when you add up to 1 inch, it just saves you some stress, especially maybe if there's an error with the pattern. Do you understand? So that's why I like to add about 1 inch to, that's for seam allowance. Now because I marked from, you guys know that that point where we stepped down, okay, I'm supposed to mark from that point. But if you mark from the top, there's no problem. Just make sure you keep the line from the elbow point to that place where you stepped down straight. Okay, you want to make sure you keep it straight. Make sure it's straight on both points. It will not affect the pattern. Okay, yeah, so this is what we have here. This is what it looks like. It's very simple and very easy. Now I went ahead to draw out the whole outline of the cup of the corset with a marker pen, so it will look very more visible to you guys. You guys can see that drafting a corset is very simple and very easy. This is what we have here. Now before you cut, you want to make sure you tag the parts of the corset. Very important. So I went ahead to tag it number 1, number 2 and number 3. After that, I just went ahead to cut out my working piece for the corset. A sewing tutorial for this width pattern will be coming up soon, so keep your eyes open for that. Now sometimes if you're not very careful with corset, you cut out the important part, throw it away and leave the unimportant part. So that is why I'm taking my time to show you guys how to cut it out and the parts you need and the parts you don't need. You know I'm a good girl, I do a lot of things for you guys. Okay, so if you've watched up to this point, just hit the like button for me. You understand? Just hit it. We're a family. Hit it. Let's keep the business moving. You understand? We're almost on 100k. And subscribe if you haven't. Okay, so you guys can see how I'm carefully cutting this corset like the good girl that I am. So this is the front part of this corset. You can see it looks beautiful. Before we move to the back, you're going to go to the side and take the length of the corset so that you can transfer it to the back part. Okay, so which is what I'm doing here. So I'm transferring the length of the back part, of the front part. I hope I did not confuse you guys. The length of the front part, I'm transferring it to the back part, and you're going to get that from the side of the front part of the corset. I hope you understand me. So now, after marking out the length of this of the working, that's the length for the back part of the corset, I went ahead to draft in to measure out my zip allowance, which is 1 inch in width. Now from the zip allowance point, I went ahead to mark 4 inches, which is like my dart. It's not which is my dart point. Okay, so after marking all the points, I went ahead to connect it with a straight line. Yes, the line is very straight. Now from the hem, I marked 0.5 inch, which is like half an inch on both sides. Okay, now for the top, I don't know whether to call this one millimeter or centimeter, but I'm marking 3 cm, I'll be 3 mm at the for both sides of the top. You guys can see the measurement I took there. Just do that when you're drafting your own. I am going to do this for both sides, you know, of the dart. And after that, I just went ahead to connect my markings with a straight line. It's not so straight. If you guys look at this line very well, it's not so straight. It's a little slanted. Okay, but this will help the corset relax very well at the back. This is basically how I draft the back part for my darts whenever I'm sewing bustier or corset. Okay, now from the center, I'm going to mark my bust measurement. Okay, at the hem, I'm going to mark my waist measurement. That's 1/4 of my bust and 1/4 of my waist. Now that excess we're going to cut out, we have to add it back to the pattern. So I'm adding 0.6 inch back to the pattern. At that point, I'm adding 1 inch back to the pattern. Now we have the main working piece for the pattern, and I just went ahead to connect my markings with straight line, curvy line, anyone you like depending on your shape. Okay, now after this, I went ahead to add 1 inch sewing allowance, seam allowance, mistake allowance, katakata allowance, just to make sure everything, you know, looks put together. Okay, yeah. So after taking 1 inch seam allowance across the entire length of my working piece, I went ahead to connect my markings with lines. Okay, so this is what we have here. I went ahead to, you know, make it bold with marker because I'm a good girl. I do a lot of things for you guys. Now you want to mark the top, because by the time you are done cutting that side, trust me, to confuse you, the top will be looking like the bottom will be looking like the top. So you want to make sure you mark the top part and you tag each piece so you don't get confused. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. I don't want you to experience it. They will think you are crazy, and I don't want you to look like you are crazy. Do you understand me? Now this is what the back part looks like. In fact, when it comes to this corset, now the back nice with me pass. It is so sweet, it looks so beautiful. So the next thing I went ahead to do is to cut out the back. Okay, remember to subscribe if you haven't. Please subscribe. Okay, now I'm cutting the back part of this pattern. Okay, I just like to cut out the excess before I go ahead to chop off the dart. Now you're going to cut out that excess. You guys know that we've added the allowance back into the main piece. When you want to sew, you just join it together. Yeah, so this is what the back part looks like. It's very easy, guys. It's very easy. It is very simple. It is very straightforward. Drafting a corset, both the front part, this is the front part, and the back part, it is very easy to draft, okay, to cut and to sew. A sewing tutorial will be coming up, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next. Bye.